tried.
So stock up at Staples, because right now, all HP ink cartridges are buy one, get one 30% off.
Plus, get free overnight delivery on HP ink at staples.com. Staples, where there's a whole lot more in store.
Valid 1/5/20 to 1/11/20. Restrictions apply. Free delivery excludes holidays and weekends. Order by 5 p.m. See store or staples.com/ink savings for details.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-211-0448. 800-211-0448. Don't wait. Call now. 800-211-0448.
Lead the way for the Greyhounds tonight.
Yeah, and if you're going to beat Wildwood Catholic, how do you do it?
I think you have to get timely shooting, and you can't turn the basketball over. You know, obviously the easy thing would be to say try to neutralize Thweet and Jalil White. Well, not too many teams are able to do that. So those guys are going to get theirs. You try to slow down some of the other guys wearing a black jersey tonight for Wildwood Catholic, and you take care of the basketball. And if you do those things, you give yourself a chance here tonight.
White, Angelov, Lopez, Hopping, Thweet, the five that will start for Wildwood Catholic. Lopez as well. Muhammad, McLaughlin, Rosado, Gonzalez, and Jones will be the five starters, we believe, for Pleasantville. And, you know, you saw Wildwood Catholic play Saturday in the Siegel Classic. And, you know, one thing is, you mentioned the ancillary guys. You got Thweet, who can play with anybody who's going to West Virginia. You got White, who I thought maybe was the best player on the floor on Saturday. They need a big game. One of those other three guys need to really step it up for them to make that deep run that they hope for.
Yeah, no doubt. And even just looking out at the starters right now, it looks like head coach Dave DeWeese is going to give junior David Zarfati the nod tonight. So Zarfati was a guy who was in the starting rotation early in the season, Mike. Then Angelov became eligible, so Zarfati became that 6th man, and now it looks like Deshaun Lopez is going to come off the bench in this one. So, head coach Dave DeWeese already kind of tinkering with some things, trying to get a faster start here tonight, and maybe feels like, certainly Deshaun Lopez is a kid who can start for basically any team in the Cape Atlantic League, but by bringing him off the bench, maybe that's kind of that extra boost that this team needs here tonight.
Yeah, now Angelov was a guy who could score at Lower Cape May. He transferred in the middle of last year, and people figured, wow, you're adding someone who could score like that. How has he fit in?
It's been slow so far, but that's you would have kind of expected to be that way, right? I mean, this is a team with really 2 prolific scorers in White, in Thweet. Angelov certainly averaged right around the neighborhood of 20 points per game, if not more, at Lower Cape May, but this is not Lower Cape May. So, and certainly he's a junior. He's going to defer to these seniors, but look, make no doubt about it. He's a guy that they're going to need to hit big shots, if not tonight, certainly this season, if this is a team that gets to where it wants to go. So it's been slow for him to kind of acclimate, but obviously a solid player, and I look for big things for him, not only here tonight, but also down the road this year.
Well, if you're watching the live video from Matt Ulmer on our website, you're seeing 2 teams, one in black, one in gray. Black and blue for Wildwood Catholic, gray, maroon, the colors of Pleasantville. We are about to start here on 97.3 ESPN and 97.3ESPN.com. High school basketball, a big one here tonight in Pleasantville. Mike Gill, Mike Frankel. We will take you through the action as it's the Greyhounds and the Crusaders all set here from Pleasantville. And the jump ball is run down by Wildwood Catholic. They move left to right on your radio dial as Pleasantville shows a man-to-man to start things off. Bounce pass, Thweet. Right-hand shot, short, and the rebound comes down offensively for White. He's trapped in the corner, and then he loses the handle. It looked like he lost it himself out of bounds, but the official right here on the sideline is going to keep it with Wildwood Catholic.
Good trap sprung by the Greyhounds there, coming off of the offensive rebound. They really had White pinned in that corner, but heads-up play to throw it off of the defender.
Hopping inbounds it to White, down in the post for Thweet. He goes up and down, traveling violation to start things off here. So the entry pads to Thweet, and a nice job defensively by Pleasantville.
This is a measuring stick game for Elijah Jones. I mean, Thweet is the guy in the middle that everyone talks about. Jones, an up-and-coming junior, but size-wise, he matches up against Thweet, so that should be certainly a matchup to keep an eye on tonight.
Mohammed hands off on the right sideline. Gonzalez on the corner for Mohammed. Mohammed, man-to-man defense by Wildwood Catholic, gets to the foul line, entry pass, kicks it back out. On the right wing. Dribble drive through the Wildwood defense, and the rebound's put back, missed. Offensive board again by Jones, and he can't get it, but it's run down by Rosado. Kick out, Mohammed, take it, dribble drive to the basket, scoop shot, might have been tipped there by Thweet, and he gets the rebound. Out comes Angelov in transition. Hopping layup is short, but a foul going to be called. It looks like McLaughlin got him.
Interesting, the styles of these teams. Pleasantville is a team that loves to get up and down. Wildwood Catholic will run when the opportunity is there, but we'll see how much the Crusaders sort of want to get lured into that end-to-end fast break kind of game here tonight. I mean, Wildwood Catholic can play that style, but we'll see what the game plan is. Certainly, they're attacking very quickly in possession so far.
Hopping at the free throw line, Wildwood Catholic. First on the board, first sub already as Noel Gonzalez is out. Sanchez is in, Jules Sanchez, a senior. And Hopping second shot rolls out, and the rebound comes down to Thweet. The offensive putback is good, and Taj Thweet is on the board. Muhammad brings the ball up for the Greyhounds, dressed in gray. McLaughlin catches in the backcourt. Sanchez just into the game with a left-hand belt-high dribble at the left elbow, kicks it out. Back to Sanchez at the top of the key. He pulls up from three, and that goes down.
Plenty of confidence there, huh? Jules Sanchez, the senior, right off the bench. First couple seconds he's in the game, and he bangs home a three.
3-3 your score, tied up here, 1 minute gone by in the first quarter. White uses the screen from Hopping, swings it over. Zarfati, Angelov up top, uses the screen from Hopping, kicks it into the corner. Zarfati snap pass over to Hopping. Quarters court on the left wing. Up top, Thweet. Thweet between the legs. Leaves it off for Zarfati. Ball high over his head. Uses the dribble. Pressure from the Greyhounds. There's a trap. They get it to Hopping. Hopping with a kick out and a layup for Thweet, and it's too strong. And now the rebound is tipped out and run down by Angelov. Swing pass. Hopping. Long three. Rattles in and out. No good. And 4 Pleasantville defenders wrap it up, and here come the Greyhounds.
That's the kind of year it's been for Hopping so far, though, Mike. He's such a good shooter, but he's just not getting those rolls as he shakes his head on defense right now.
Yeah, that one rolled around the rim and came out. Sanchez all the way to the hoop. Throws one up high off the glass. Rebound ripped down by Jaleel White. Here comes the Crusaders in transition. Angelov, no-look pass. Up for Thweet. Thweet with an up and under, and he gets it to go, and he's fouled as he used just a little ball fake to get the defender off his feet.
And a good decision there by Thweet. Wildwood Catholic, really, they run so many lobs, so many alley-oops to Taj Thweet. Now, that wasn't a designed play, but, you know, the way Angelov passed that ball up there, Thweet could have really thought about catching it and dunking it, but he made the smart play, caught it, came back down, went back up, got to, and drew the foul.
Thweet at the line, heading to West Virginia. Take me home, country roads. Like to see how Bob Huggins, what he does with them.
Not like you have a vested interest in West Virginia or anything,
I'm happy with
right?
that decision. Thweet with the bucket makes it 5-3. 3 minutes gone by. Pleasantville, turnover. White with the run out, and White with a layup. A lot going on there. There was no whistle, and White got the easy layup to make it now 8-3.
Incidental contact, almost taken down from behind there, but White is able to keep his balance. And again, same situation. He could have tried to go up and dunk that basketball, but he just needed to worry about getting his footing, so he laid it in smartly.
I'm sure Pleasantville doesn't want a lot of Elijah Jones dribbling in the open court as he nearly turned it over. 8-3, Pleasantville trails with the ball. Dressed in gray. Rosado on the left wing, Gonzalez. Gonzalez, one-on-one with Jacob Hopping. He's forcing him to go left. He does, and then he cuts him off. Swing pass up top for Sanchez. Into the corner for Rosado. At the right elbow, kick out. Jones, 3, good! Oh, excuse me, McLaughlin for 3.
McLaughlin, another kid who really played some serious minutes last year, now in his senior season, so sort of an underrated player, but a guy who can certainly score in bunches as well.
2 threes for Pleasantville. They trail by 2. Wildwood Catholic with the ball. Baseline jump shot, Thweet, good. He's got 7 early for Wildwood Catholic.
And that's really, you can see it, that's the part of his game that separates him from so many other average high school big men. I mean, he's outstanding because he hits those jumpers and finishes around the rim.
Rosado went baseline and was fouled on the baseline en route to the hoop by Zarfati. So the foul on Dave Zarfati, his first. Into the game for the first time for Wildwood Catholic is Deshaun Lopez, and Zarfati will take a seat. Jones catches the inbounds, and it's knocked out of bounds. And they're going to call it off of Pleasantville.
Dave DeWeese not particularly thrilled about that call, but he still has to like the way his team's come out. They've given up a couple threes, but for the most part, they've been very effective on both ends of the floor. Just got to extend that defense a little bit more if you're Wildwood Catholic. Try to take away those 3-point attempts for Pleasantville.
White brings the basketball up. Dribble drive all the way to the basket. Triple covered, and he goes right through the 3. Misses the layup. The putback dunk is too strong by Thweet, and then a steal and a Thweet jam.
Thweet's a guy, Mike, you mentioned it. He really didn't have a great game the other night against Elizabeth. I think he finished with 9 points. He already has 9 points here in the first quarter, 9 of Catholic's 12.
Sanchez, Thweet comes out on him. Now they dump it down into the post, and Jones with a little left-hand hook shot. It's too strong, and it goes out of bounds, and that's the first time Elijah Jones said, man, I don't have Thweet to stare at. I'm going to throw this up too strong.
And that's really, you know, it's not a gimme in the lane. Obviously, it's a contested shot down there, but again, if Pleasantville wants to hang around tonight, the Greyhounds are certainly going to need Elijah Jones to finish those opportunities down low.
12-6, Catholic leads with the ball. 3:09 left to play, first quarter. 97.3 ESPN and live video on our website. Stream it. Entry pass tipped, and Pleasantville gets a near turnover, and then it looked like Pleasantville's going to keep possession of the ball. It's a couple times, Mike, where they almost had turnovers and then turned it right back over.
They're just so long that even if they give up the ball, Mike, they're certainly looking to defend right away, and you talked about it. I mean, a couple back-to-back turnovers where Pleasantville had its hands on the basketball, and then Wildwood Catholic gets it right back. This time, though, Greyhounds able to retain possession.
Greyhounds have 2 threes, and that's all their offense. They trail 12-6. Rosado comes out and catches the ball at midcourt between the circles, goes to the right wing, circles back up, leaves it up top for Muhammad. Muhammad. Muhammad now tries to bounce a pass to Rosado, and it's kicked out of bounds. Good crowd here for Wednesday evening in Pleasantville.
Tommy Bellinson into the game now for Wildwood Catholic. He's another transfer, doesn't get as much publicity, if you will, but he's been a rotation guy since he became eligible.
Jones, entry pass, Rosado kick out 3, and McLaughlin hits again.
These threes keeping the Greyhounds in the game and then some so far. They've only made 3 shots. All have been threes, though, and they're just down by 3.
Good extra pass by Rosado, and White uses Rosado and goes right by him and gets an answer.
And again, that's that D1 ability, right? 2 steps and he's gliding to the bucket.
Near steal by White on the other end. 14-9, 2:01 to play, first quarter. Pleasantville with the ball, the inbound, wearing gray in maroon in the video. If you're watching on our website, 2-3 zone now, it looks like by Wildwood Catholic. They're going to switch it up. Gonzalez up top, Mohammed. Back to Gonzalez, snap pass on the right wing. Belt high dribble to Rosado. Rosado, he gives up the dribble. Leaves it out. And a timeout taken. Butch Warner, good timeout. They switched up the defense on him, and Pleasantville didn't really react to it very well.
No doubt, Pleasantville a little bit confused offensively there, so they get the quick timeout. Need a sign? You need Captain Charlie. Captain Charlie uses Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs to create signs for real estate and other businesses. They do construction site signs and window lettering for your business. They can also provide the lettering for your van, truck, car, or boat. You can reach Blue Water Graphics at 609-823-8891 and Cape Signs at 856-506-0610. Signs, banners, vehicles, windows, they can supply whatever lettering you need at Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs. Tonight's game also brought to you with the best wishes of everyone at Calvi Electric in Atlantic City, who encourage you to get out and support your favorite high school basketball team every week.
So a timeout taken by Pleasantville. They trail 14-9. All their offense is coming off the 3, so you would think this 2-3 zone might help them a little bit if they want to continue to shoot the 3.
Yeah, no doubt, and a great nugget just in here from Tom Williams. He says McLaughlin set a record in the Ocean City PBA tip-off weekend with 7 threes, so obviously his three-point stroke was on display early on. He's a guy you have to game plan for out there, and now Wildwood Catholic right back to man-to-man, at least to start this possession.
Is that the game they put 90 up?
I believe it was.
Muhammad, dribble drive all the way to the basket, and he is fouled en route, so they go right aggressive. Good call by Butch Warner out of the timeout to go right to the bucket, get yourself fouled, get to the line. And this will be Raheem Muhammad.
Kind of a chess match there, right? Wildwood Catholic switches to zone. Pleasantville calls timeout. Catholic goes right back to man-to-man, but somehow the Greyhounds were ready for it. So maybe a situation where Butch Warner kind of knew what was coming.
Muhammad's first free throw is good. And if you're going to get to the stripe and win a game against Wildwood Catholic, you got to connect here. As Hopping takes a seat, Zarfati back into the game. First attempt is good by Raheem Muhammad. No, I can't read your writing. Is that JR or SR?
I believe that's a JR.
All right. You can't read your writing either?
I really can't.
Missed
At the time I knew what it was, but not anymore.
And the rebound is taken by Thweet, knocked out of bounds by Rosado. It'll go back to Wildwood Catholic. Second free throw was no good, so it's 14-10. 1:28 to play, first quarter. Wildwood Catholic on top of Pleasantville. A little pressure now by the Greyhounds. Now they retreat, except for on the ball, where Gonzalez is putting the pressure on Lopez here. Lopez going behind the back, and we got a 10.
And that wasn't even close. He was nowhere close to midcourt. Outstanding pressure defense there from Noel Gonzalez. And if you're Wildwood Catholic, I'm not sure if Deshaun Lopez is the guy you want bringing the ball up here. But then again, you look at who's out there right now. Angelov's on the bench. Hopping's on the bench. So I guess he's the de facto point guard with this rotation.
Rosado inbounds the ball. Sanchez is the guard. Dribble drive, kick out. Thought about a 3 is Gonzalez. Dribble drive to the elbow. Now Sanchez, 3-ball up. Hits the back iron, no good. Rebound comes down. Bellinson. He gives it up into the corner. And the Zarfati jumper is short. Rebounded, snapped down, and outlet pass is intercepted. Tipped out of bounds by Rosado. Back and forth they go, but no buckets are happening. Still 14-10, 51 seconds left in this first quarter.
Dave DeWeese yelling at his team right now. Really kind of no organization or flow on those break attempts right there.
Long jumper in the corner by White, and they give him 3 on that to make it 17-10.
And look at the score so far, Mike. It's been the White and Thweet show. They have all but one of Wildwood Catholic's points. So can you win games like that in season? Sure, but big picture, down the line, you can't.
Gonzalez thought about a 3, and then the close out nicely there by Zarfati. 25 seconds left to go, 7-point lead. Greyhounds trail with the ball, and a nice cut by Rosado, and he is fouled. He hits the deck, and he'll go to the line. So Thweet called for the foul with 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Nice little ball movement there by the Greyhounds.
Yeah, certainly Pleasantville not backing down at all. And, just to expand on that point, by season I meant, the league season, the league schedule. Can you win games in the Cape Atlantic League with just those 2 big guys leading the way and scoring, 80, 90% of the points? Yeah, you might be able to get some wins there, but certainly down the line, that's not going to be the situation. So, again, we're already seeing we're only a quarter in here tonight, but, White and Thweet with 16 of Wildwood Catholic's 17 points so far.
Alejandro Rosado, a senior, a heck of a baseball player. I had the chance to coach him for 2 years. And he's one of those guys, he's just a hustler. He's a gritty guy. He's just a pain in your butt is what he is at this level playing basketball.
Yeah, for the other team. And he's not a guy that needs to score a lot to affect a game. I feel like we've done so many of his games, but he does all the dirty work.
And a near steal as Elijah Jones jumps into the passing lanes, knocks it out of bounds. 3 seconds left in this first quarter, 17-12. 5-point lead, Wildwood Catholic at one last shot here in this first quarter. They'll inbound the ball in the corner. They get it up for White. White puts it on the floor, 2 dribbles, 3 ball up, good!
And White knew exactly where he wanted to go, Mike. I mean, that's a catch, and there's 3 seconds on the clock, but he knew the exact spot he wanted to get to. He got there, and he nailed it.
End of the first quarter, Wildwood Catholic 20, Pleasantville 12 as White hits a 3 at the horn as we get ready for the second quarter here on 97.3 ESPN.
Well, the rides are not open at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street, and the Boardwalk in Ocean City, but this is a good time to get bargains for next summer at Wonderland Pier. Your tickets never expire. Bring your leftover tickets from this year to the park when it opens next spring. Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th and the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them online at Gillians.com and at Staten's Gallery on Asbury Avenue at downtown Gillian's. Tonight's game also brought to you by the Golden Corral. Are you hungry for melt-in-your-mouth pot roast or meatloaf just like Mom used to make? Then after the game, head on over to the Egg Harbor Township Golden Corral. They've got all of your home-style favorites, from fried chicken to mashed potatoes to oven-fresh yeast rolls and a chocolate wonderfall that flows all day, every day. Plus, they have strip steak and shrimp on the menu weekends with sirloin steak at dinner every day and a customizable burger bar at lunch. You'll find it all at Golden Corral, 6725 Black Horse Pike in Egg Harbor Township, right in front of Boscov's, or let Golden Corral cater your next tailgate party. Call them at 609-272-8171 and experience Golden Corral catering today.
We'll have the Flyers and Caps in progress right after us. The puck drops there at 7:30. Here, it's 20-12. Pleasantville trails with the ball, moving right to left on your radio dial. Jones, Sanchez, Gonzalez, Rosado, and McLaughlin, the 5 on the floor for Pleasantville as they start the second quarter here. And that 2-3 matchup zone from Wildwood Catholic. Gonzalez, dribble drive, kick out, Jones, 3! McLaughlin, again the lefty.
Well, he had 7 at the Ocean City PBA tip-off weekend. I'm sure he's had a bunch in between, but he's got 3 so far tonight, and those 3 have really kept the Greyhounds in this thing so far.
Got that left-handed stroke, and he's got it down tonight. His 3rd 3 of the night, 9 points of the 15 for Pleasantville, who's putting some pressure on Wildwood Catholic. Full court pressure. Villegas and Rosado's going to take a quick seat. I'm anticipating a quick seat.
Yeah, he's a guy who usually springs right back into action. You know, Jalil White for Wildwood Catholic, he's not a guy, because he's so effective offensively, certainly it translates to possibly a point guard at the next level. He doesn't handle the ball a ton for this team, but against his full court pressure, as we just saw, he brought it up for Wildwood Catholic.
Pressure by Pleasantville, near steal, White dribble drive, dumps it into the paint, stolen away by Pleasantville. Sanchez with a layup, and he shoots it too hard, and the rebound comes down for Elijah Jones. He can't get it to fall, and the rebound is ripped down by Ty Sweet. Here they come in transition. Angelo pulls it back out. Over to Lopez, back to White. White comes streaking down the middle of the paint to kick out three for Thweet, and Thweet can't get it to go. Rattles in and out. No good, but right into the capable hands of Thweet, and he's got double digits with 11, and they lead at 22-15.
Deshaun Lopez, I don't think he'll get an assist for that because the ball was being tipped around down there, but it was him doing the tipping, so give him a ton of credit there. He kept that play alive for Catholic.
Sanchez at the foul line, and a turnaround free throw range shot by Jones, and he got fouled and he missed there. It seemed like Jones is just frustrated, saying, if you're going to give me the ball, I'm going to shoot it this time.
Yeah, Thweet and Dave DeWeese frustrated too. Thweet kind of ran over our way with his hand over his mouth, couldn't believe the call there. He's a guy, again, who was in foul trouble in that Elizabeth game. Certainly doesn't want that to happen again tonight. That is just his first foul, but it comes here early in the second period.
Elijah Jones at the line. 6:25 to play, first half. And that one, that was up, spinning in all sorts of directions and went down.
First point of the game for Elijah Jones. You know, it's that old cliche, but, you know, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the net one time to really start getting it going offensively. He had a tough first period, but we'll see if this trip to the free throw line kind of springboards him the rest of the night.
Hopping back in for Wildwood Catholic. Second free throw good by Jones. 22-17, 5-point game. Wildwood Catholic with the lead and the ball, wearing black. Pressure by the Greyhounds. They inbound the ball, gets up to Angelo. Up to Thweet. Back to Angelo, puts it on the floor, kicks it back out, and he walked.
Just got caught in between there. You know, he had a teammate, I think it was Zarfati, sort of along the left side of the baseline, and just a little bit of indecision whether to go up or pass the ball, that extra half little second, and they caught the shuffle down low of the feet.
Sanchez brings it up, crosses the timeline. Puts it behind the back, left hand, dribble drive, goes between two Wildwood Catholic defenders and comes up short. The rebound comes down to Ty Sweet. Outlet pass, Jaleel White at the foul line. Kick out corner, hopping three, down it goes.
And that has to feel so good for Jacob Hopping, and maybe that's the shot that kind of gets him going, not only tonight, but going forward here.
Gonzalez dribbling through traffic. Lost the handle, but the ball hit off a Wildwood Catholic player's foot. It'll stay with Pleasantville as Villegas leaves immediately, and back in is Raheem Muhammad. McLaughlin inbounds to Jones. Now a three by McLaughlin. It's short. The rebound ripped down by Jones, and he gets it to go. So a good offensive board and a strong take by Elijah Jones.
No one checked him out. Elijah Jones kind of was in the corner when that shot went up, but nobody put a body on him, and great motor to get that offensive board.
Angelo left wing three. That is buried. His first three, and that was a quick catch and shoot.
And these are the shots, you know, if you want to see, if you hope to see Wildwood Catholic firing on all cylinders, yeah, it's Thweet, yeah, it's White, but it's going to have to be Angelov. It's going to have to be guys like Hopping and Zarfati banging down threes as well, and that's what we've seen the last two trips. So you have to be happy with that if you're Dave DeWeese.
28-19, Pleasantville trails with the ball. Muhammad, stared down by Zarfati, crosses the timeline, crosses him over, goes behind the back, goes right past him, kick out in the corner. Sanchez up three, and it's short. The rebound ripped down by Jones, and he puts it back.
Elijah Jones on a pogo stick, skying above everyone, back-to-back possessions, 2 offensive rebounds, and again, Pleasantville right back in this thing.
28-21, Wildwood Catholic leads. Timeout, Crusaders with 5:09 left to play in this first half.
Shoppy's even better online. You've probably visited their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but at Shoppy.com, you can select and design your own trophy or award and order it right there. Shoppy's also has a complete line of unique gifts. Remember, you are not presenting the finest trophy unless you are presenting a Shoppy trophy. Call them at 609-653-1684 for Shoppy's since 1921. Tonight's game also brought to you by Shore Hardware. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you will continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays until 7, Saturdays until 6, and Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road, Summers Point. Call them at 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com.
Thweet with 11, McLaughlin with 9. They're your leading scorers, respectively, for the two teams. As a steal by Pleasantville. Off the inbounds pass, Sanchez pulls up 3. Down it goes! His second 3 of the night. And Jules Sanchez has cut the lead to 4.
And Sanchez with the tip, too. He was almost like a free safety in football. He caused the turnover and then knocks it down on the offensive end.
Hopping nearly loses the handle. Angela wrestling on the ground along with Muhammad. And we've got a jump ball. The arrow is facing Wildwood Catholic, but the pressure from Pleasantville, they're feeding off this.
Yeah, and they're swarming. You know, Angelov was kind of in a battle with one player there. All of a sudden, 1 or 2 more Greyhounds came over and made it impossible for Angelov to come up with that basketball.
28-24, Wildwood Catholic has the lead. White off the inbound, nearly stolen away. White just towering over Gonzalez, but Gonzalez not backing down. He is walking toe-to-toe with him. Look at the height differential on those two.
Yeah, I mean, these kids can play at Pleasantville, no doubt about it. I don't think Wildwood Catholic expected to come in here and get a cakewalk tonight, and they're certainly not getting it. This is a Pleasantville team that plays tough, good guard play, and they're getting the inside play from Jones so far.
Thweet on the right wing, hands it off for White. White with the left hand, pull up jumper from the elbow is missed, and the rebound comes down for McLaughlin. Outlet pass to Muhammad. Muhammad, and he took steps. He kind of slipped and lost his footing.
Yeah, tough break there for Raheem Muhammad. You're right. I mean, you know, the ball kind of went between his hand and the floor, which is fine, but at that point you have to pick it up. And he took an extra step, an extra dribble, and that's certainly a traveling violation.
You talk about Gonzalez. I believe his father was on that banner over there. 30-1. They won a state championship in 94-95. Those great Greyhounds teams. This team trying to get this Pleasantville team back to that level, and they're playing like it tonight. They trail 28-24 against Wildwood Catholic. A cutting, hopping, nice pass in the entry, and Hopping will go to the line.
Great look there by Thweet, and, you know, Hopping showing off kind of the underrated strength there, too, to even get that shot up, because he was moving away from the goal, back to the basket, if you will, cutting through the lane, contact, and he's still almost able to get it to go, but now he heads to the free throw line.
Hopping has been to the line once already. He was 1 of 2. And his first free throw attempt is good. Valius back in. And Marquise McLaughlin's going to take a quick seat. Hopping a second attempt is good. McLaughlin leads Pleasantville with 9. 4 minutes left to go in the half. Trap, they get it through. Jones puts it up, and he took steps. He looked like he wanted to pass it, but then the closeout, it was kind of an odd situation for him.
Yeah, Elijah Jones caught in between there in that, you know, high post area. It was a 2-on-1 break, but, you know, that's kind of what that trap does as well. If it doesn't make you throw the ball away totally, it kind of makes you have to decide some tough decisions down there, and really Jones couldn't make that decision quickly enough.
Foul on Gonzalez in the backcourt. Well, Butch Warner's telling the official, you don't call that in a game like that. Was a little hand.
Kind of that old. They don't need any help, right?
Yeah.
That's the old line from the coach.
I agree with Butch. I agree with Butch. You don't need to call that.
It's been pretty cleanly officiated so far. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. And really, neither team, you know, with under 4 to go here, has been shooting free throws based on the bonus yet. Both teams with 5 fouls.
5 fouls apiece. Yep. Angelov, dribble drive, bounce pass down for Thweet. Thweet puts it on the floor one time. He shoots an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Wildwood Catholic as they can't convert near the tin there.
Yeah, Thweet having to really go up quickly when he catches because, you know, the guards for Pleasantville, they're kind of swatting the ball down there. So he gets himself up in the air, but then he has Jones to deal with once he's up there.
White catches in the paint, and looks like he's fouled. They're going to get Jules Sanchez with the foul. That'll put Jaleel White to the line. 30-24, 3:37 left to play in the half. Wildwood Catholic leads Pleasantville. Jaleel White, he's got 9. Belanson back in. Angelov out. And White's second shot is good. So he's in double figures with 10, 11 for Thweet. They lead the way for Wildwood Catholic. Here comes the trap again. Sanchez tried to dribble through it. He is trapped, gives up the dribble, loses the ball. And we got a timeout, Butch Warner and Pleasantville. 3:30 left to play. First half, 32-24. Wildwood Catholic leads the Greyhounds.
If you live in Cape May County and you're having problems with an appliance, your next call should be to Ulmer's Appliance Service. Dryers, refrigerators, ranges, washers, dishwashers, disposals, you name it, Ulmer's can repair it. And they service most major brands. Ulmer's Appliance Service has offices in Ocean City, Wildwood, Seaville, and Sea Isle City. There's one close to you. Call them at 609-399-4398 for more information. That's Ulmer's Appliance Service.
Wildwood Catholic leading 32-24, 3:30 left to play. They inbound the ball to Sanchez. You got that pressure again, 1-2-2. Gets it up, crosses the timeline, back to Sanchez, into the corner. Villegas spinning. Muhammad puts it on the floor, dribble drive to the basket. He goes up the Thweet and challenges him with a bucket, and he's fouled.
You want to talk about some courage. I mean, one, going into Thweet, but two, able to draw that foul, get it to go. Usually you go in down there against Tosh Thweet, you're getting that shot thrown back either in your face or into the fifth row, but that time played the angle correctly, not only scored, but drew the foul.
Yeah, he had the strength to kind of push through him. Raheem Muhammad, 3 points, make it 4. Keeping it close, 32-27, 5-point game. 3:11 left to play, first half. Lopez crosses the timeline on the far sideline. Hands it off for White. White guarded by Gonzalez between the circles. White trying to get past him. Kicks it in, he traveled.
Yeah, Lopez can't believe it, but that's the right call. You know, he kind of made an extra little move before putting the ball on the floor. And I've seen a ton of high school hoops in the area so far this season. That's being called every time so far this year.
Ben Church off the bench for Thweet with under 3 minutes to play. So this will be interesting. Can Pleasantville get a little run with Thweet on the bench? Muhammad tries to dribble drive. He kicks it out into the corner. Back to the wing. Sanchez. Ball fake. Corner. Villegas. 3. No good. Rebound hopping. That missed everything. Outlet to White. White up the far sideline. Crosses the timeline between the circles. Down the paint. Down the lane. Foul. Good.
And just never in a hurry. I mean, he covered a lot of ground in a hurry, if that makes sense, but just the way he was so under control, and that's his game. I mean, he can kick it into that second gear if he has to, but just so much in control as he's able to glide through the lane and lay it up and in.
32-27. So they wiped the basket off.
Wow, that seemed like an easy continuation play. Let's see here.
Now they put the score up.
Okay. I was going to say, I know we're not in the NBA, but if that's not continuation, I'm not sure what is.
White rattles up the free throw, 35-27. Yeah, they were just late getting it up on the scoreboard. Belt high dribble for Muhammad. Dribbles between two Crusaders. He loses the handle. It's run down by Jones. Jones now, helter-skelter, gets it to Gonzalez, who loses it. Church, I think, is going to be whistled for the foul, or it was off of Church. No foul. Looks like it was off of Ben Church. McLaughlin inbounds. Jules Sanchez with a left-hand dribble. Crosses over. Kick out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a jab step. Backs out. Spins. Right of the lane. Euro step and loses the handle. Picked up. White. Outlet. Zarfati. Crosses the timeline. 1:53 to play in the half. Spinning dribble by Lopez, gives it up, kicks it into the corner. White, kick out. Church thought about it. White gets it back, left wing, deep left corner. Crosses over, baseline, and goes up. Too strong, rebound, and we got it over the back on Zarfati.
Yeah, I think that's Spolanson actually coming in over the back there. And, you know, I think he got some ball there, but he also got some contact on the body down low. So because he came from a position that was behind the Pleasantville player, they call the foul, and now we'll walk the floor as that will send Pleasantville to the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1.
So the third foul sends Raheem Muhammad to the stripe. Thweet will re-enter. Angelov re-enters. Church out, Zarfati out for the Crusaders. They lead 35-27. Foul was called on Belanson.
Dave Dewey's trying to go a little offense-defense right now. Thweet has 2 fouls, so able to stick him back in there when the Crusaders will have the ball after these free throws on offense.
1-1, first one good, 5 points for Muhammad. Second free throw coming, 35-28, Pleasantville trails with Raheem Muhammad at the free throw line. And the second one's good, so 6 points for Muhammad. Pressure again from the Greyhounds. Now they retreat as McLaughlin one-on-one with Jaleel White. White crosses the timeline with the right hand dribble, goes to the right wing, kicks it into the corner. 3 ball up, Thweet, too strong, no good. Rebound is knocked into the ground by Hopping, but then it bounces off the bottom of the rim.
Hopping came in from the corner, and instead of trying to grab the basketball, he kind of smacked it off of the floor. That might have been his only play because he would have been called for over the back. So just unfortunate it came back up and hit the bottom of the stanchion there, the bottom of the backboard, I should say.
Gonzalez with a belt-high dribble on the left sideline, and he gets it stripped from the backside by Hopping. Hopping one-on-one layup, and it's too strong. Angelov picks it up, the loose change, and gets it to go. He's got 5. 1 minute to play here in the fourth. Back comes the Greyhounds, and Jones, and it's an offensive foul.
Taj Thweet rolling the dice there. I mean, he certainly had position, but when you're stuck on those 2 fouls, you just never know which way that call's going to go. But thankfully for Wildwood Catholic, the officials get Pleasantville for the charge, and Thweet doesn't pick up number 3.
Elijah Jones picks up his first. 50 seconds left in this first half. Angela between the circles at the right elbow, kicks it into the corner. Lopez goes baseline, it's cut off. Fires a cross-court pass for White into the deep corner for Angela. That's short, and rebound and run down by Lopez. Lopez leaves it for Thweet, and it's scooped up by Gonzalez. Gonzalez taking on all comers and takes it strong, and a foul is called. The basket by Jones is no good. And Noel Gonzalez will go to the line.
That ball may have had a chance. I mean, it looked like it was going to kind of rim out there. It may have had a chance to fall, though, but Jones came from behind and then pretty much just goaltended, really. I mean, you know, that ball was probably going to roll out, but if you're Jones, you got to let that ball just kind of sit up there and see what happens. Either way, though, Gonzalez heading to the free throw line.
37-29. Noel Gonzalez at the stripe. He's scoreless tonight. No longer. So Pleasantville down by 7. (37-30). Pleasantville just tried to put a player in, but they made him take his undershirt off.
Yeah, Anthony Nunez, number 14, but had to be sent back to the bench because he was wearing a white undershirt.
And the second attempt rattles out, no good. Rebound, Jaleel White, 25 seconds to go. Wildwood Catholic see if they hold for 1. Angelov, Hopping, 15 seconds. Back to Angelov. Over to White, 10 seconds. First half, 37-30. White nearly gets his pocket pick, tries to cross over on Gonzalez. 5 seconds. White loses the handle. Gonzalez, pressure defense. White, and we got a foul first on the floor. And that's going to be a 1-and-1. The foul going to be called on Raheem Muhammad. And Butch Warner is out at the free throw line arguing the call. And now he's approaching the ref, and he took a step towards him and decided, I probably shouldn't do this. Now, to be fair, he thought he was going to the locker room because the buzzer went off.
I'm sure that would have been his excuse if the ref got a little excitable about it, but
Free throw's no good. It was a 1-on-1 situation at the buzzer, so it doesn't affect the Greyhounds, and that's how we end the first half. Wildwood Catholic 37 and the Pleasantville Greyhounds 30 here on 97.3 ESPN. And Mike, quick thoughts on this first half. You got Wildwood Catholic kind of in a fist fight here, and these are the kind of games people have questioned them in. Can they get into these fist fights? Can they be tough and win this kind of game?
I believe we do. We're being asked if we have the same score as what's on the scoreboard, so we'd have to do a lot of math very quickly. So that might take a second here. But to get to your point, Mike, I mean, Wildwood Catholic plays in so many marquee events and so many of these showcases that, a lot of the focus is on that, and rightfully so. But these league games are tough, and certainly Pleasantville is a Cape Atlantic League United Division team, and these games are always a battle between the Crusaders and the Greyhounds. But you look at the scores right now: Jalil White leading the way with 15, Thweet with 11.
Real quick, they just changed the score from 37-30 to 37-32.
Okay, so I was going to say during the break we might be able to add some things up, but certainly my math skills on the fly while on the radio aren't up to snuff. But either way, a tight game, and Pleasantville hanging right in there, whether they have 30 or now it looks like 32 at the break.
So that's our score at halftime, 37-32. Wildwood Catholic leads by 5. Mike and I will be back here for the second half. A good one, 5-point game. Wildwood Catholic 37, Pleasantville 32. Flyers hockey follows us here. The Flyers and Caps are up after us. We'll have the second half for you here live on 97.3 ESPN and 97.3 ESPN.com and the free mobile app.
South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey is
I only have 28 points, so I don't.
ESPN.
I'm missing
Listen
something.
as Tim Saunders
Who do you have?
and
Muhammad? How
Steve
many
Coates
do you have for
call all
Muhammad?
the
6
action tonight.
Plus 9-2, plus
Rosado
1.
Flyers take on the
So,
Caps.
2 for
Coverage
Rosado.
begins after high school
Rosado has 2?
basketball.
Yeah, free
Listen
throws.
to Philadelphia Flyers hockey, brought to you by
Plus
Gentilini
6.
Motors,
Plus 6. I
500
have
John
30.
Penn
Yeah.
Boulevard, next to the airport in Woodbine.
deflected. He scores!
Get to B-Dubs on Thursdays for buy one, get one free boneless wings. Or as we like to say, 100% more wings. That's right. When you buy boneless wings on Thursdays, you get the same amount of wings for $0.00. Basically, the second order is 100% off. So get here for buy one, get one free boneless wings on Boneless Thursdays. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar! Buy one, get one of equal value free. Dine in at participating locations. Takeout is limited and may vary by location. Size exclusions may apply while supplies last. Limit one offer per customer. Not valid with any other coupon.
And now, a page from the diary of Flo.
Dear Diary, there's something about protecting people's homes through Progressive that inspires me, because I just had an idea for a book. Well, it was originally an idea for a movie based on a play inspired by a podcast, but the idea is how you can save when you bundle home and auto. Might not be the best idea for a book.
Save an average of 17% on car insurance when you bundle home and auto through Progressive.
Maybe a radio commercial? Guess we'll never know.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Message and data rates may apply. What if there were a top-ranked business degree that gave you access to world-renowned faculty, leaders, and mentors, but on your schedule? The W.P. Carey School of Business at Arizona State University is now accepting high-quality applicants for its MBA and Business Analytics master's degree programs offered 100% online. Learn more about the top-ranked W.P. Carey business degrees online. Text RANK to 79645. Again, that's R-A-N-K to 79645.
We could have named the really fun place with great food and the best country music in town that everyone from ages 1 to 101 will enjoy. But we settled on the Golden Nugget. It's way catchier. The Golden Nugget Tavern. Family friendly, fast service, best wings in town, and great country music every week. Everything here is at a reasonable price and tons of free parking. Check out thegoldennuggettavern.net on Berlin New Freedom Road. The Golden Nugget. Everybody goes to the Nugget.
Something good to know from First Bank of Sea Isle City. We have all of today's innovative banking products just like the big banks, but we offer something they can't. A personal community focus. Let's get you started with Bill Pay. You save time when you pay your bills online. It's fast, easy, and convenient. First Bank of Sea Isle City. A community bank that delivers more for you every day. Personal service, today's technology, from the people who truly care. Learn more at firstbankseaisle.com.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The Pure Land East-West Community Shuttle is an affordable shuttle service around Gloucester County between Avondale Park and Ride, the Pure Land Industrial Complex, and points in between for $1. Now running Monday through Friday with expanded service hours from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Enjoy easy access and free transfers to connecting New Jersey Transit bus routes and a new stop at Mulligan Hill and Spiro Medical Center. For more information, call 856-227-7571 or visit www.driveless.com.
Thanks so much. Thank you. For my next trick, I will turn whatever you bring in into cold hard cash.
Ooh, here's a bag of aluminum cans.
And I have cash.
I have some old copper pipe.
And I have cash.
Hey, I bet you can't do this old car battery.
I bet I can.
Giordano's Waste and Recycling of Vineland, turning your scrap into cash. Stop in and see just how much your garage, shed, and closet is worth. Giordano'sRecycling.com. From scrap metal to waste hauling, the only name is Giordano.
It's universal.
Can I get a root canal instead?
People strongly dislike the process of moving.
Please, anything but moving.
Because let's face it, it's hard. But if you've got to do it, make it as painless as possible.
Call Clark's Moving and Storage in Rio Grande for your next local, long-distance, or international move. Clark's provides all the packing, storage, and transportation services. Visit Clark's Moving and Storage at clarksmoving.net.
You did it, Matt Blatt Kia. You're the #1 volume in New Jersey. Now, there are 2 ways to get a great deal on a new Kia at the original Matt Blatt Kia or Matt Blatt Kia of Toms River. If you have a job clearing $400 per week, Matt Blatt Kia in Egg Harbor and now in Toms River wants to get you approved.
It's gotta be ya. I would think these words are a little inappropriate.
Matt Blatt Kia, you're the #1 volume dealer in New Jersey. Matt Blatt Kia, 6211 Black Horse Pike. Egg Harbor Township. And now on Route 37 in Toms River.
Hey, Coach, we need to score. What's the call?
We're gonna wing it. We're calling the pick.
The pick?
Yeah, the one, the only, the original Piccalilli Inn to score some of South Jersey's best wings and homestyle favorites.
But, Coach, it's the middle of the game.
Pre-game, post-game, during the game, the pick's wings, tails, and ears are always the right call. They're right on Route 206 in Chemung, or check them out on Facebook. Now, who wants mild and who wants hot?
The Piccalilli Inn. Saturday, it's the divisional round of the NFL playoffs as we bring you a special doubleheader. Hi, this is Scott Graham. Join me and the rest of our Westwood One crew for all the action. First, the Minnesota Vikings, off their overtime win in New Orleans, take on the #1 seed San Francisco 49ers. Then, Lamar Jackson looks for his first playoff win as the Baltimore Ravens host Derrick Henry and the Tennessee Titans. The NFL playoffs are right here.
Football lives on 97.3 ESPN FM. You're listening to high school basketball on 97.3 ESPN FM, South Jersey's sports leader.
You are live.
Second half about to start here in Pleasantville tonight, so we had a score change. 37-30. We left at half at 37-32. They went over the books. It's now 37-30, so that changes some things for Pleasantville, but either way, you're down 7 instead of 5. Butch Warner's got to feel pretty good about the way his team played. However, I would say this, Mike, they played with a lot of energy. Can they keep that up for another half?
I think the full court pressure was certainly a good thing to go to if you were Pleasantville and Butch Warner. That, didn't force a turnover every time, but it made Wildwood Catholic work bringing the ball up. It was able to force a few turnovers. If you're Wildwood Catholic, you want to try to take away the three-pointers. I mean, easier said than done, but that's what's keeping Pleasantville in the game right now. And if that means you extend the defense a little bit and maybe give up some more offensive rebounds for Elijah Jones, then so be it. But it's three-point shooting that's keeping the Greyhounds in the game right now. If you're Pleasantville, and again, this falls under the category of easier said than done, you have to try and make someone else beat you. Jalil White has 15, Tosh Thweet has 11. So those two guys, as predicted, are leading the way. So, can you kind of put more attention, more pressure on those two defensively and try to make a Hopping or an Angelov knock down shots? I mean, those guys are more than capable of knocking down those shots. But when you're playing Wildwood Catholic, it's a pick your poison situation. So if it's me, I'd rather try to have those guys knock down jumpers and try to double team a guy like White and a guy like Thweet.
You mentioned 15 for White, 11 for Thweet, 9 for McLaughlin for Pleasantville, 6 each for Jones and Sanchez as we're set to start the third quarter. Mike Gill, Mike Frankel, Matt Ulmer's got live video on our website or on your phone, your streaming device at 973ESPN.com. Check it out. If you're watching video, Pleasantville's dressed in gray with maroon trim. Wildwood Catholic's dressed in black with blue trim. We're moving left to right with Pleasantville starting off with the ball. Gonzalez. And a give-and-go attempt is kicked out of bounds.
Hopping able to poke that ball away from behind initially. It looks like it's going to stay with Pleasantville, though.
Yeah, Tosh Sweet thought that Wildwood Catholic got the ball back. He was going back to play offense. And now because of it, we got a foul on Sweet.
And that's big. That's his third, Mike. And, you know, it comes away from the ball, and just not a great way to pick up your third foul, certainly with just over 10 seconds gone by here.
Yeah, well, Sweet was down the other end. He thought they had the ball. He was hustling back the defense because they were about to start, and he just ran through somebody. That's why that foul was called. The inbounds pass, and Hopping's going to get called for a quickie.
That's the right call, though. It's kind of like that cornerback in football. You have to at least turn your head and look to see where the ball is. So Hopping knew the ball was coming as Pleasantville tried to lob the ball in from under its own basket near midcourt, but he never turned his head, and he sort of just bowled over the Pleasantville player.
Inbounds pass to Gonzalez. Gonzalez catches at the right elbow, pulls it back out over to Rosado. Back to Rosado between the circles. Entry pass to Jones. Jones tries to back his way towards Thweet, up and under, and he took steps.
Yeah, you know, Elijah Jones, in most matchups, that's probably a move that's going to work for him. He has his hands full going up against Tosh Thweet. So I think this might be a game where Jones gets more of the garbage buckets and, you know, the putback points, but to ISO him against Tosh Thweet, I mean, that's a big ask to try to have your junior go against a guy who's, you know, going to go play in the Big 12 next year.
Hopping hands off for Angelov. Angelov puts the ball on the floor at the foul line, thought about it, pulled it back out. Entry pass tipped out. Thweet runs it down back to Angelov. Angelov bounce pass over to Zarfati. Zarfati on the right wing. It's tipped up the entry pass and stolen away by Pleasantville. 37-30, 1 minute gone by here, third quarter. Muhammad bounce pass over for Gonzalez. Thought about a three. Behind the back, spins around, and then pulls it back out. Now he goes, dribble drive, and an off-balance shot, and the rebound's taken down by Taj Thweet.
Really solid defense there for Martin Angelov. He made Noel Gonzalez put up really a ridiculous shot there. Kind of had to hang and adjust in midair, and just really stellar defense.
And White tries to leave a pass for Zarfati that gets knocked out of bounds by Gonzalez. It'll stay with Wildwood Catholic, 6:39 left. Third quarter, they lead by 7. We're scoreless here in this third quarter. Thweet, top of the key, three ball, too strong, rebound, Hopping, put back, no good, rebound ripped down by McLaughlin. In transition, up the far left sideline. Cross-court pass for Gonzalez, thought about a three, kicks it back out. Muhammad looking for a trailer, nobody there, gets it to Gonzalez. Now a spin move baseline for Jones, he loses it and then throws it out to the three-point line for McLaughlin, who changes direction in midair and then gets his own rebound and a putback. And Mike, that's his first deuce of the night.
I think Marquise McLaughlin knew that was going to be a tough way to finish, so he was able to kind of feel where that ball was going to roll off the rim, and as you said, tracked it down, put it right back up and in.
Entry pass from Hopping down to Thweet. Thweet up, loses the handle, and the ball goes right into the hands of McLaughlin. 37-32, 5-point game. Pleasantville with the ball. They cross the timeline, and a push from the backside by Zarfati, and another foul. That's the third team foul early by Wildwood Catholic. Lopez in the game. Quickly for Angelov. Pleasantville will inbound the ball. Muhammad underneath his own basket. Kicks it all the way out for McLaughlin. He leads away with 11 points for Pleasantville. McLaughlin, snap pass over for Muhammad. Back up top for Jones. Jones fires a three. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Muhammad. Little floater in the lane. It's no good, and the rebound comes down for Wildwood Catholic, and Zarfati in transition and a bucket. And he's fouled, and Dave Zarfati gets his first deuce of the night, and he'll go to the line.
Really impressive finish there by David Zarfati. You know, he was on the break, but he had two Pleasantville players hot on his tail, so that's not a situation where you can just lay it in. He kind of sensed where they were behind him, hung for an extra little half second in the air, and he was able to get it to go +1.
So it's Zarfati trying to complete the three-point play, 7-point lead. It's the largest lead for Pleasantville, for Wildwood Catholic. They just haven't get it past here, and they finally do. 40-32, 8-point lead, 5:25 to play. Now some pressure by Wildwood Catholic. Let's see how Pleasantville responds, and a turnover.
Hopping sold that one. big laugh on his face, big smile, because he knows that wasn't the right call. But the official made it, and he really sold that one. He knocked it, at least it looked from our vantage point like he was the last to touch it, but I guess the official there is going to say he was able to knock it off of Gonzalez.
Wildwood Catholic gets the inbound off that turnover. Lopez between the legs. Sanchez comes out and defends him. Leaves it off for White on the right sideline. Jab step between the circles, crosses over, spins, and the layup's too strong. The rebound offensively by Lopez, blocked from the backside by Rosado. Another layup attempt is short. Thweet with the rebound, and he is fouled.
Great work on the offensive boards there from Wildwood Catholic. It was both Thweet and Deshaun Lopez down low. Lopez couldn't get his putback to go, but then Thweet, he took an extra step, I should say, before he went back up, and he's able to draw the foul.
Thweet's first attempt, no good. 11 points for Taj.
You know, if Thweet just kind of bounces right back up with that basketball, you know, he runs the risk of getting blocked by Elijah Jones, or Rosado was down there too, but just that extra half second gave him the ability to go up when the other guys were coming down.
Second free throw good for Taj Sweet. 12 points, 15 for White, 12 for Thweet. Pleasantville breaks the pressure. Rosado gets it into the corner. Ball fake. McLaughlin back to Rosado, who kicks it out to McLaughlin, who buries a three. Entry pass, White, up and under, misses the layup, fought for, rebound, offensive rebound, and we got bodies on the floor. We're going to get a foul on Rosado. So McLaughlin, 4 threes, 14 in all, and he's keeping them in the game, 41-35. Pleasantville trails after that three-pointer there by McLaughlin. Jaleel White will go to the line, the Temple commit will play for the Owls. Tough loss by the Owls at Houston last night. First attempt, no good.
Yeah, White just kind of walking around a little gingerly right now. It's tough to say what's bothering him. You know, he had some knee trouble in the offseason and early part of, you know, preseason scrimmages and practice. And, you know, it kind of looked like he may have came down on a hand there. I'm not exactly sure, but he's taken some extra time, number one, to get to the line for the first shot and then to come back for the second.
Missed them both. Rebound by Jones. Jones going to take it out himself in transition. Jones behind the back. Jones gets it over to Sanchez. 41-35. Boy, a three, and this place might go bonkers. McLaughlin has 4 threes in the game. Sanchez back to McLaughlin. Thinks about it, gets it to the post. Jones spins up and good! Elijah Jones with a tough layup.
And he spun into traffic, too. He spun the direction where there were more defenders, but so strong with the basketball there was Elijah Jones. He's able to get it to go anyway.
Rosado defending on Lopez. White gets the handoff, gets it into the corner, and it's off the hands of Zarfati. He saves it, but it's right into the hands of McLaughlin, and a foul in transition. So it's going to be the 14th foul on Wildwood Catholic with 3:53 left in the third.
A lot to unpack there. It was a good save by Zarfati, but it went right to a Pleasantville player, so the Greyhounds would have had a 2-on-1 break. I don't even know if Lopez would have known that because he kind of had his back to the second player, but he commits the foul. That turns out to be a great foul because it would have been an easy 2 points for the Ville.
Sanchez crosses the timeline, stare down by Zarfati. Here comes a screen. He's going to use it and roll. Between the circles, between the legs, working on Zarfati. Sanchez left of the lane all the way, dribble drive, kick it to the corner, and McLaughlin loses the handle, stolen away by Hopping, but then it's ripped away by Jones. Jones spins, right hand layup, it's short, and the rebound is taken down by Jones. A putback, and he's fouled, and Pleasantville wants the basket, but it looked like it was going to be short.
Yeah, it was bang, bang. I mean, you know, it could have easily gone either way. Did Thweet sort of pin it as it was on its way up, or did he get it when it already hit the backboard? It was really, really close.
Foul is on Jaleel White for Pleasantville. And a conversation now between the officials, and they are going to count the basket. They are going to give them the goaltending.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you know, it's bang, bang. It really could have gone either way right there. Little surprised that they changed their minds. That's usually one that once they make a call, because it's so close, it's hard to kind of talk each other out of it. But I guess one of the officials decided he had a better view.
So it's 41-39 now with the made basket. And Jones is in double figures with 10, and he has 11. We got a 1-point game, 3:28 to go here in the third. Mike Frankel in Pleasantville, home of the Greyhounds. Wildwood Catholic with the ball, dressed in black, moving right to left. Into the corners, Arfati puts it on the floor, goes baseline, kicks it back out. Lopez with an alley-oop, Scott, no good. Too strong for Thweet, and an offensive board by Jaleel White. He gets the bucket and a timeout taken by Dave DeWee. 17 for White. The lead bounced back up to 3. We got a 30-second timeout for Wildwood Catholic.
Need a sign? You need Captain Charlie. Captain Charlie uses Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs to create signs for real estate and other businesses. They do construction site signs and window lettering for your business. They can also provide the lettering for your van, truck, car, or boat. You can reach Blue Water Graphics at 609-823-8891 and Cape Signs at 856-506-0610. Signs, banners, vehicles, windows, they can supply whatever lettering you need at Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs. This game also brought to you with the best wishes of everyone at Calvi Electric in Atlantic City, who encourage you to get out and support your favorite high school team every week. One scoring update, Mike Gill, courtesy of Tom Williams at the half. The St. Joseph boys lead Middle Township 30-28. So that's another Cape Atlantic League United Division battle happening tonight down at Cape May Courthouse.
St. Joe's looked really good on Saturday at the Siegel.
Yeah, certainly the Wildcats, one of those teams you'd expect to be a part of the Cape Atlantic League tournament. I think Middle, Tom Ferracco back leading the charge down there. They're young, but no doubt they'll get there.
Wildwood breaks the press. Pleasantville breaks the press. And Muhammad takes it to the basket, and he is rudely greeted by Taj Thweet.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that may be the first block of the game for Thweet. I'm not sure what he averages. It has to be in that 5-6 neighborhood, though, and he got all of that one.
Pleasantville inbounds the ball. They trail by 3. 3 minutes left here in the third. Muhammad with the ball between the circles. Man-to-man defense here by the Crusaders. Rosado directing traffic now. He hands off to McLaughlin, nearly stolen away by Hopping. Now McLaughlin uses the screen. Left hand, layup strong. Rebound, Jones! Elijah Jones has 13 points, and the lead is back down to 1. Wildwood Catholic with the ball. Here comes White, crosses the timeline. Third quarter, 2:35 left to go. 43-42. Hopping near steal, and Rosado is going to get called for a reach-in. Good call.
Yeah, he went through him. He was able to get a hand on the basketball to poke it away, but the body also kind of went through the back of Jacob Hopping. So that action is sort of what caused Hopping not to catch that basketball. It's the right call.
Wildwood Catholic inbounds. Thweet catches between the circles, hands it back off to Hopping. Hopping between his legs. Snap pass. Thweet with a little 10-foot jumper in and out, and it goes down. All the action back and forth, a little 10-foot jumper, kind of anticlimactic. Foul line jumper, no good. Sanchez ripped down by Thweet, and we got a jump ball. It's going to go to Wildwood Catholic. Angelov back in for the Crusaders. Villegas in for Pleasantville. Rosado takes a seat. Hopping comes out. 2:08 to play here in the third. 45-42. Wildwood Catholic 5-2. Pleasantville 4-2.
Excuse me, Mike. The Greyhounds, you talk about having to make that push to get right back in the game. We'll see if they're able to keep that level of energy, right? Keep that momentum going, because you make your run. Now you'd expect a team like Wildwood Catholic to counterpunch, although it looks like we're going to stay. I thought that ball was last touched by Angelov, but the officials say last touch by Pleasantville.
I definitely think it went off of Angelo's foot. Yeah, that ball definitely went off of Angelov's foot as it was knocked out of bounds and into the Wildwood Catholic bench.
So a break there for Catholic.
45-42, into the corner. Angelov catches, goes baseline, 15-foot baseline jumper, rattles it and out, no good. Ripped down by Thweet. Thweet up and go. Fouled, and the ball doesn't go down. He just can't get that ball to go down through the cylinder, but he'll get to the line.
Yeah, Thweet's been a monster on the boards tonight. White also has been very active, rebounding, and certainly Elijah Jones for Pleasantville. So it's been a battle, really a battle on the boards. There's no easy buckets down low, and you wouldn't expect there to be in a game like this, Mike.
Thweet at the free throw line. His 15th point is good. I certainly don't want Butch Warner to be on my bad side.
Just don't want to get hit with that towel, right? That Jerry Tarkanian towel. He doesn't bite on it.
He is intense tonight.
Always with him.
16 points. He's letting the official know his displeasure. Neil Steele, as Thweet makes a pair, and there's a costly turnover. Lopez with the strip gets it to White on an outlet, and he was fouled. those careless plays just haven't happened, but you wonder how tired do you get. Third quarter, pressing all night. Pleasantville's played with so much energy.
Yeah, the rotation, I mean, isn't, as deep as Pleasantville has gone in some other games, and understandably so. I mean, against a good opponent, you want to keep your better players out there for longer minutes, but you just wonder, like you talked about, that energy's been so high if Pleasantville starting to potentially maybe get gassed just a little bit here late in the third period.
That's the first really careless pass they've made that I can recall. That was just really kind of a lazy pass. Intercepted and leads to points. Pair is good. 19 for White. They lead it by 7 now. It was a 1-point game. It's back to 7 with 1:38 to play. Here's the trap. They get it to Jones. Jones with the ball high over his head, and he throws it away. Stolen away by White. White crosses the timeline. White, little giddy up, and he gets to the basket, and an offensive foul.
That's a tough call. That's certainly a tough call because, I don't think, at least from our vantage point, the defender had position. So then you just have to ask, did White really just kind of put his shoulder down and create the contact? It didn't look like that happened either. So, but again, maybe it evens out, right? That last ball off of, the player's leg near our sideline here, that was clearly Pleasantville basketball. They didn't get that one, so they come back and get that close call.
With 1:28 left in the third, Pleasantville calls timeout. They trail 49-42 on 97.3 ESPN.
The rides are not open at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street, and the Boardwalk in Ocean City, but this is a good time to get bargains for next summer. At Wonderland Pier, your tickets never expire. Bring your leftover tickets from this year to the park when it opens next spring. Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th and the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them online at Gillians.com and at Staten's Gallery on Asbury Avenue at downtown Gillian's.
The one thing, Mike, the Wildwood Catholic maybe isn't used to either is that they're the team that night, every team is playing their hardest for, and it's hard to get it up every night. But Pleasantville's one of these maybe very few teams in South Jersey that can knock them off if they don't bring their A game.
That's a great point, Mike, and it's just one of those teams, one of those situations where you're right. I mean, Catholic gets everyone's best shot because every team wants to be the one to say that they beat the Crusaders.
McLaughlin's layup is short as he went baseline. The rebound by Jones, and he tries to go up, and it's going to be a foul on Thweet.
Yeah, Thweet not happy with it. He thought he was straight up, but, truth be told, he wasn't. He kind of had his arms at an angle a little bit, and again, it's a tough call because he was standing there, but just the fact that his arms weren't straight up in the air, weren't completely vertical, it opens up the possibility to have that foul, called against you.
Fourth foul on Taj Thweet. He's going to have to leave the game here. Elijah Jones back irons. The first one no good. Thweet comes out with 4 fouls, 16 points. Second free throw coming for Elijah Jones, a junior. He's got 13. And front rim rattles and goes down. 14 for Elijah Jones. 49-43. 6-point game. Pressure by Pleasantville. Angelov catches the inbounds pass. Stared down by Muhammad. Angelov crosses the timeline, gets it off for White. Back to Angelov, into the corner for Zarfati. Zarfati puts it on the floor, on the wing. Back up top for Lopez. 57 seconds left in the third. Lopez looking for some separation. Kicks it out for Zarfati. Zarfati puts it on the floor, goes past Villegas, all the way, and a layup is strong.
I think that's Tommy Belanson, Mike, and they have almost the same hair, too, so easily confused, but Belanson with his first 2 off of the bench.
You're right, Mike. Belanson with 2. Muhammad, short, and the rebound comes down to Hopping. Hopping in transition, right down the middle of the paint. Angelov with the transition layup, and Martin Angelov has 7.
What a look, what a finish, too. That wasn't an easy layup for Angelov. He had to get that ball up off the glass quickly, and he did.
10 seconds left. Sanchez, dribble drive between the legs, left of the lane. They put it down. He tried to get a pass to Jones, and it was knocked out of bounds with 5 seconds left. So 53-43, 10-point lead. Largest lead of the night for Wildwood Catholic. This was just a 1-point game.
That counterpunch we talked about, right?
4 off the inbounds. Gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez puts it on the floor, kicks it off one time. Villegas' 3 would have been late anyway. but it's no good. 53-43, end of 3. Crusaders lead the Greyhounds by 10 on 97.3 ESPN.
Are you hungry for melt-in-your-mouth pot roast or meatloaf just like Mom used to make? Then after the game, head on over to your Egg Harbor Township Golden Corral. They've got all of your home-style favorites, from fried chicken and mashed potatoes to oven fresh, yeast rolls, and a chocolate wonderfall that flows all day, every day. Plus, they have strip steak and shrimp on the menu weekends, with sirloin steak at dinner every day, and a customizable burger bar at lunch. You'll find it all at Golden Corral, 6725 Black Horse Pike in Egg Harbor Township, right in front of Boscov's, or let Golden Corral cater your next tailgate party. Call them at 609-272-8171 and experience Golden Corral Catering today.
Final stanza here in Pleasantville. Mike Gill, Mike Frankel. We are courtside. Matt Ulmer on live video at 97.3ESPN.com. Also on the free mobile app. You can stream it to your device, put it on your big screen, watch it on your laptop. The final quarter. It's been a really good one. It's a 1-point game just a couple of minutes ago. It's up to 10 now, but Pleasantville has been knocked down. They keep getting back up. They have the ball, trailing by 10. Zone by Wildwood Catholic to start this fourth quarter. Sanchez back to Gonzalez. Sanchez now catches into the corner. 3-ball up, rattles in and out, no good. Rebound by Lopez, a 3 there by McLaughlin. He's got 4 threes in the game. Stolen away by Gonzalez on the outlet. Spin, Gonzalez, layup is no good, and the rebound comes down for Lopez. Zarfati crosses the timeline, leaves it off for Lopez, into the corner for Hopping. Jab step, deep left corner, goes baseline, Hopping, kick out. White catches on the right wing. Now he takes it to the bucket, and he's fouled, taking it strong to the basket, and he's fouled by Elijah Jones.
It's interesting, Mike. Catholic, I think for the first time all night, going to a 1-3-1 zone on defense. So Thweet's on the bench with those 4 fouls. They really left Deshaun Lopez to kind of anchor the middle of that thing. He was the one rebounding, and Angelov to kind of work the back of it, like a lot of the head coaches like to have a guard back there. So a new look defensively, and it gave Pleasantville a little bit of trouble on that last possession.
First free throw is no good by White. He's got 19. A bucket here gives him 20. Down it goes. He's got 20. The lead's up to 11. Largest lead of the night, 11 points, 54-43. Pleasantville. There's the trap. And a near steal. McLaughlin leaves it off for Sanchez. Sanchez right of the lane, and he loses a handle. Transition. Here comes White. White left of the lane, layup, good, and he's fouled. 22 for White. He'll get a 3-point shot, and the Crusaders are starting to pull away.
What did we talk about off of the top? For Pleasantville to win this game tonight, they had to take care of the basketball. They did that for 2+ quarters, Mike. Then all of a sudden it started to break down at the end of the third. And, you know, is it tired legs? You call it whatever you want, but they started turning the ball over to end the third period. They're continuing to turn the ball over here in the start of the fourth, and all of a sudden, this is a double-digit game and then some.
23 for White, 14-point lead. Near steal, nope, steal, White, and jam, one-hand stuff. And I'll tell you, Mike, I just think Pleasantville's gassed.
Pleasantville's gassed, and Catholic is really stepping on their throats, if you will. I mean, they sense it too, so taking advantage of almost every single one of these turnovers in the late third quarter and early fourth.
Timeout, Butch Warner and the Greyhounds, they lead it, or they trail 59-43 with 6:38 left to play. Wildwood Catholic starting to pull away.
Shoppy's is even better online. You've probably visited their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood. But at Shoppy.com, you can select and design your own trophy or award and order it right there. Shoppy's also has a complete line of unique gifts. Remember, you're not presenting the finest trophy unless you are presenting a Shoppy trophy. Call them at 609-653-1684 for Shoppy's since 1921. This game also brought to you by Shore Hardware. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you will continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays until 7, Saturdays until 6, Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Call them at 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com.
right, Mike. 6:38. Pleasantville needed that timeout. We'll see if they can re-kick the energy back up. 1-3-1. You're right, Mike. There's a trap. And another timeout taken as Noel Gonzalez is trapped on the far sideline. And you don't see the 1-3-1 all that much. And this is a long Wildwood Catholic team that uses that defense.
You know who uses it quite a bit is Haddonfield. And obviously they've had a ton of success over the last couple seasons, winning back-to-back state championships. But you're right, it's just a different look. It's not, and especially if you trap out of it, right? I mean, it's tough to play 1-3-1 and just sit there, so you almost have to trap out of it. And that's what happened there. Catholic was able to spring that trap right along the sideline. And just, you know, you look at the math there. You have the one along the side, you have the one up front, so those two guys converge, and you make things difficult.
59-43, 6:29 left to play. Wildwood Catholic leads. Pleasantville inbounds on the far sideline. Rosado will do the honors. Sanchez over to McLaughlin. There's the trap and the steal. White, bounce pass. And the layup is good by Zarfati. He's got 5. 61-43. Just like that, it's almost a 20-point game. 18-point lead by Wildwood Catholic. Jones, pull-up jumper, way strong, and the rebound down by Hopping. Angelov in transition. Bounce pass for Lopez. Lopez, layup good. His first deuce of the night. And just like that, Wildwood Catholic leads by 20. This was a 1-point game.
It's crazy, right? People who maybe didn't listen tonight or weren't here tonight, they're going to pick up a newspaper tomorrow or see online that this is going to be lopsided, but it really wasn't for most of the night.
Entry pass to Jones. He was fouled.
But this is, Mike, this is the Wildwood Catholic that I think, you know, certainly head coach Dave DeWeese and so many, you know, fans and followers of this program hope that this team could be. I mean, you have White with what, 25, you have Thweet with 17, but you're getting contributions across the board. Angelov has 7, Hopping with 6. You know, Deshaun Lopez just got his first 2. Zarfati has 5. So, you know, for this team to be successful down the line to win these marquee games later this season, they need more balance. They need the 2 big guns to lead the way, which they have. But this is a situation where Catholic has gotten contributions from a number of areas tonight.
They lead by 20 with 5:18 left to play. White in the post, kick out. Hopping, thought about a 3, puts it on the floor, left of the lane, left-hand dribble, and the scoop shot's good for Jake Hopping. He's got 8. Wildwood Catholic up 22, 5 minutes left to play in the game. Pleasantville just running out of gas here late in the third, into the fourth. Gonzalez spinning, kicking. Sanchez, 3-ball up. Bang, it goes down. And Jules Sanchez, he's got 9. They hit a bunch of 3s early that kept him in the game.
You know, it's funny. I think if you're Wildwood Catholic, you were concerned that Thweet had to start the 4th on the bench, and he's getting set to check back in here, but the Crusaders really might not even need him the rest of the way. It's been a heck of a run here from Wildwood Catholic.
Lopez, Zarfati into the corner for White. Posting is Hopping. He spins baseline, then he throws to the foul line. It's stolen away by Gonzalez. Here come the Greyhounds in transition. Elijah Jones, and the layup is good in transition. So Jones has a good game, 16 points for him, and 2 straight buckets for the Greyhounds, 65-48.
True Pleasantville fashion, this team isn't just going to roll over, even down by 20, 22 points. They're going to fight to the end and, you know, chipping away a little bit here. You never know.
White goes down the middle of the lane, and he gets a nice little layup to go. He's got 27 points for a Wildwood Catholic, and they call timeout. They lead 67-48 with 4 minutes to go in the game.
If you live in Cape May County and you're having problems with an appliance, your next call should be to Ulmer's Appliance Service. Dryers, refrigerators, ranges, washers, dishwashers, disposals, you name it, Ulmer's can repair it, and they service most major brands. Ulmer's Appliance Service has offices in Ocean City, Wildwood, Seaville, and Sea Isle City. So there's one close to you. Call them at 609-399-4398 for more information. That's Ulmer's Appliance Service. Need a sign? You need Captain Charlie. Captain Charlie uses Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs to create signs for real estate and other businesses. They do construction site signs and window lettering for your business. They can also provide the lettering for your van, truck, car, or boat. You can reach Blue Water Graphics at 609-823-8891 and Cape Signs at 0610. Signs, banners, vehicles, windows, they can supply whatever lettering you need at Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs. This game brought to you with the best wishes of everyone at Calvi Electric in Atlantic City, who encourage you to get out and support your favorite high school team every week.
Flyers and Caps up right after us here. It's 2-2 at the end of one on the ice in Philly. Here it's 67-48 on the hardwood.
Could use a little ice in this hot gym tonight.
Yes, we could. And a big jam by Jones down the middle of the lane, a one-hand stuff. And he'll go to the line. Jones with 18 points.
He's been great. You know, it's been tough matching up sometimes one-on-one with Thweet, but you know, he's gotten his garbage points around the rim, and he's attacked the basket like we saw right there. And you see that athletic ability and why some Division I programs are quickly honing in on this guy. He's going to play some big-time college hoops in a couple years.
And the free throw is good. So he's got 19. Jaleel White with 27. Taj Sweet with 16. Zarfati, Lopez, up to Hopping. Into the corner for White. Zarfati catches between the circles and backs out with 3:35 left to play in the game. Jones comes out on Zarfati.
It's funny, Mike, Thweet did go back to the bench. He was set to check in, but he's not on the floor.
Zarfati's layup is too strong. The rebound ripped down by Elijah Jones. Jones in transition and crosses the timeline. He kicks it out for Sanchez. Sanchez, dribble drive, down low. Rosado's shot is blocked away. The rebound comes down by Lopez. Baseball passes Zarfati, and Zarfati's going to easily lay it in. Now back and forth they come as Gonzalez dribbles around, and then he gets it out to McLaughlin. Sanchez gets it in the corner for Rosado. Rosado goes baseline, and he is losing the handle. Taken away by Lopez. Lopez, no-look pass, stolen away by McLaughlin. Now he gets it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez is going to shoot an uncontested wide-open three. It's too strong. The rebound down low for Jones, and it's too strong. And the rebound comes down to Hopping. Hopping swings the pass. Angelov back to Hopping and a layup.
Lopez took a shot on the defensive end. You just hope he's okay. It took the full body from Elijah Jones at the other end.
Gonzalez shoots the three. It's strong. Rebound comes down to Wabakali. Angelov goes to the basket. Blocked away by McLaughlin. And it's a 20-point game with 2:16 to go. In the last minute or so here, both teams just kind of laissez-faire, if you will.
Yeah, you know, Pleasantville made that kind of mini run, right, to get it back to, 14, 15 points. And then, you know, they miss a shot at one end. Wildwood Catholic gets an easy layup at the other end. And that's kind of the backbreaker, to give that basket up when you're just kind of grinding to make this a close game down the stretch.
Wide open on the inbounds, Hopping to White, and White is up to 29 points. Swing pass to Rosado. Rosado kicks it back out. Three ball up by McLaughlin. It hits the front of the rim and no good. Rebound comes down to Hopping. And Dave DeWeese is saying, easy, guys, easy. 2 minutes to go. 22-point lead. It hasn't been like this all day. Angelov, no look pass, and the easy bucket there by Balanson. Muhammad loses the handle, and it stays with the Greyhounds. 75-51, 1:42 to go.
Anthony Nunez finally able to check into this game. He tried in the first half. Didn't have the right undershirt on.
David St. Germain enters for the first time. Ben Church back in. Chris Mathieu for Pleasantville, as Butch Warner is pulled his starters off the floor. Anthony Harrigan entering as well for Pleasantville. So Pleasantville with a full brigade of reserves in now. And coming out firing off the bench is Villegas, who's played a little bit tonight. Steele. Pleasantville with the three and now a steal. St. Germain into the corner. Villegas up top. Putting it on the floor, Nunez. Near Steele. Up top, Harrigan. St. Germain with coming up on a minute to go here. That's Pleasantville. I'll tell you, Mike, they played with so much energy and passion early. It just seems like they kind of emptied the tank and just kind of ran out of gas. That seems to be how you read this one, but you need a full game of gas to beat Wildwood Catholic.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to play a perfect game to beat Wildwood Catholic, but you need to be pretty close. And, you know, Pleasantville was really putting it all together for most of the night, well into that third period. But, you know, they made that run to get it back to 2, and we've talked about, you know, when Wildwood Catholic would make its next run. I don't think anyone would have predicted that run would have resulted in a 22-point lead.
Yeah, 75-54 is where we stand now. This was a 1-point game midway through the third, and it looked like it was going to be an entertaining finish. A couple reserves in now for Wildwood Catholic as well. Church. Wareham. And the layup is too strong. 20 seconds to go. Down the other end, the rebound and a miss. Harrington, outlet pass. Villegas, and he gets a layup. So Villegas with a quick 5 points in this last minute here, and that finalizes this game. Wildwood Catholic improves to 6-2. They win it tonight, 75-56. Your final score here in Pleasantville. But again, Mike, the final score not indicative of how this game really was.
Yeah, competitive game most of the night. Pleasantville seemingly just kind of running out of gas. And, you know, credit Wildwood Catholic as the reason why they ran out of gas. I mean, Catholic just put so much pressure on you all night long. Pleasantville really having to fight to stay in the game and doing a good job of it. But just, you know, quite frankly, the wheels fell off there late in the third period, especially early in the fourth, when Catholic was able to put this game away. And a couple monster performances tonight, Mike. Jalil White finishes with 29 points. I have Thweet at 17. I think you have it at 16, so we'll have to double check on that. But either way, a strong game from Taj Thweet. Jacob Hopping chipping in with 10. These are some of the other guys that we talked about having to start stepping up, and they did tonight. So Hopping had 10, Angelov with 7, Zarfati with 7, Lopez with 2, and Tommy Balanson with 4. And then again, some nice performances on the other side as well. Elijah Jones had to have a double-double. We weren't keeping track of rebounds, but he had 19 points. Marquise McLaughlin hitting all those threes. He finishes with 14. Jules Sanchez with 9 off of the bench. Raheem Muhammad with 6. Villegas with 5. Rosado with 2. And the one thing that sticks out if you're Pleasantville, Mike, is Noel Gonzalez. Tough night because he's just coming off, I believe, a 25-point performance a few nights ago over at the Seagull Classic in a loss to Holy Spirit. But still, that's a kid who can score in bunches. Just 1 point tonight, so I know he has to be frustrated.
Yeah, Mike, and obviously Pleasantville, they will probably be a playoff team, and there's an opportunity. They played last year in the playoffs and got knocked out by Wildwood Catholic. A lot of people thought Pleasantville might take a step back. They lost a lot, but they were impressive tonight.